So a thoroughly deserved 3-1 win today over Telford. What were your thoughts on today's game?
My thoughts were that it annoyed me even more that we got beat on Saturday, because I thought we were excellent on Saturday, first half especially, and I thought that we probably should have been 3 up before they scored, which was a defensive mistake from a set piece. And we'd be sitting top of the league tonight in mid-October with, a very, very young, inexperienced team. So that irritated me over the weekend, but it was backed up, which is what I asked them for really before the game, was just basically empty yourselves, leave nothing out there whatsoever, try and outwork and outfight a very, very good team, and make no mistake, it's always a disaster when Telford lose, because the perceptions are this, that and the other, but everyone's got their own problems, and they will definitely be there or thereabouts at the end of the season, as they proved last year. Came like a train after Christmas, and they've got some serious players, so but our boys were unbelievable tonight. I don't think there'll be many of them that will have a problem dropping off tonight, because they ran themselves into the ground. But the God's honest truth is, I think a lot of them have run themselves into the ground, all season, and we have to run ourselves into the ground, because if we don't, we're not good enough at the end of the day. If we don't work hard, press hard, stay together, then we ain't good enough. So it was a terrific effort tonight, and many congratulations to everyone involved. That's the staff as well. Listen, as I say, if we'd have won on Saturday, we'd be top now, and it's an incredible thought, because with people sitting there going, how the hell are they above them, sort of thing. So we're doing all right, but we've still got, where are we, mid-October, a long way to go. Get me to 42, 43, 44 points as quick as possible. Happy days.
So in terms of squad selection, you made a couple of changes from Saturday's game. Was that mainly to freshen the legs up? We've seen before, sometimes we struggle with the Saturday, Monday, but we have finally won a Monday game, and it was at home as well. But just wanted your thoughts on those lads that came in today. Yeah,
it was legs as much as anything. It's all right saying, well, you learn from X amount of Monday games, but, early on, we drew our first Monday game with Hales Owen, and then beat Bishop Stortford on a Saturday, and then since then we've had a poor run, which is not unheard of in this division, by the way, because if I'm looking for a consistent team, probably right now Kettering would be that team. Other than that, everyone's up and down, so we've, it's not like we're a complete example of being inconsistent, but it wasn't lost on me and the staff that Mondays were an issue. Sometimes it's who you can call upon, and do certain people need to be rested or left out. I just thought, against a really good side who'd won on Saturday and would be buoyed by that, maybe just freshen it up a little bit. Obviously, George and Ruben played in there on Saturday and did nothing wrong at all. Max Martin needed a game and was fresh and good to go. He's a really fit boy. Cartel Dawkins, to be fair to him, has been training with a couple of other clubs, whatever, and I thought, no, I'm going to play. I know him, and I want to try and get a tune out of Cartel, and he's missed the whole of pre-season, and people don't remember that. It's like Brad Burton, missed the whole of pre-season injured, and it's a huge chunk out of your preparation for a season. If you miss that sort of 7-8 week period, it is huge. They both did, so they're playing a huge catch-up game, and we're trying to get them fit in first team competitive matches, and it's not been easy, and that's the truth. I thought Cartel was unbelievable tonight, outstanding, and that's his role. He's a sitting defensive midfield player, but he's got more to it than that. Listen, if I said to him go box to box, he could. He's a fit boy, but he sort of excels at breaking things up and being a bit macho in there. He did really well. Billy Shaw, who's coming, I thought was unbelievable again. He's again Mr. 7 out of 10 or more every week. Brad coming back in did terrific terrific. That's the best he's played this season. But he had a game on Saturday, so he had 90 for Hinckley on Saturday, dual-regged. So that would have done him the world of good as well. It's just getting him up to speed. He's a really good player. He was terrific here last year. Obviously, Cammy was suspended, so Marv came in and I thought was unbelievable. I thought he worked himself into a frenzy, scored his goal, which I'm so pleased for him. And I mean, it was an absolute missile of a shot. I mean, ain't no one on the planet is going to save that. But it's just the way he influenced their defenders, put them under pressure made a bad one into a good one, if you like, chased lost causes, put the goalkeeper under pressure. I thought he was excellent. And obviously the two wide lads got a goal as well, so the front three have scored. So in the end, it was a good night for us, but it means absolutely nothing really, other than we now have a rest for 12 days or whatever, and move on to two really tough away games at St Ives and Kettering.
To follow on from that in terms of squad selection, you seem to have built a strong team for one, but also one that's got a lot of competition. Seems to be competition in every single place, from goalkeeper, right back, midfield, it goes on. How important is that? Obviously for performances, presumably they push himself on in training and whatever, but how important is that, especially with the amount of fixtures that are on the horizon?
Well, it is, and obviously, listen, we've got lads here, if you're not in the squad, you don't get paid, so, which is at this level is pretty sort of normal, and you get a percentage of your wage if you're on the bench. So the lads are chomping at the bit to play, obviously, but it's like my sort of observations as we're going along is, listen, can we get to keep people genuine, so that it's not like, oh well, I'm playing, and I don't want that. I don't want it. I want people to come in and be fit and ready to train, and ready to go and ready to give everything they've got, because make no mistake, on a Monday and a Thursday night when we're training, I don't miss a lot, so I'm watching and observing, and as the sessions are going on, and listen, they're doing really well. As I say, it's, for us to be sat where we are in mid-October is some effort. It is some effort, and we were just talking about it straight after the game, the staff in the room down there, and the average age is ridiculous. I mean, Rowley coming in at about 28 has made it a little bit higher, but there's some really young lads in there who are very much making their way in the game, and they're doing well. I mean, this is a brutal division physically, and if you can't stand getting knocked about, and listen, we can see from too many set plays, make no mistake, and a lot of that's physicality. It's getting out muscled and all that, and I've got 12 days now to have a real sit back and reflect over the first 13 odd games for us, which is over a quarter of a season, and we do need to move on, and we need to strengthen if we can, but so the lads are, whatever anyone says behind me over there, whatever, they're giving everything they've got.
So a home win for one, but also a good performance against a strong team. What were your thoughts, obviously having played in that game, and on the Redditch performance today?
Yeah, I think we played really well. Started off out the blocks really good. I think Jaden's done well. He's cut inside, had a shot, parried, and JJ's in the right place, right time, and that set us on the front foot really. And I think first half we pretty much dominated the game. We probably played the better football and created the better chances, and then come out second half, we probably sat back a bit too much, gave too many set pieces away and gave them chances to put the ball in the box, but on the counter attack we were just lightning, and then Marv makes no mistake, just smashes it past the keeper, no safety, and then get a third and see out the game. Bit annoying not to get a clean sheet, but we wouldn't really care at the start of the game. Just happy to get the 3 points and turn the home rot around and actually get 3 points, and against big hitters Telford, so really pleased with the performance, and think we're in control for pretty much most of the game, with Callum having not a lot to do.
How have you found it so far settling into the side? You mentioned about how quickly we counter, and obviously you're an attacking player as well. How do you find it playing with the likes of JJ, Jaden, Marv and Alex as well? I imagine it's quite fun.
Yeah, really good. They make lots of runs in behind, and hopefully I can just feed them. Sometimes maybe I could do it better, but they're making really good runs in behind and they're a threat going forward. So a lot of times going to break into the box and get a shot, and I think we can score a few more goals hopefully because we're creating the chances, but it showed tonight. I think in and around the box we took our chances pretty well. But yeah, it's really good to settle in. Just the Saturday Mondays have been quite tough on the legs, but hopefully that stops soon. But it proved well tonight, especially after bouncing back from the Leiston game. It's good to, which we probably should have won. It's good to win tonight.
You were inches away from getting quite a good goal yourself. Yeah. What were your thoughts as soon as that left your foot?
I thought it was in. I was gutted because I think he had a couple of shots first half but didn't really test the keeper, and then I thought as soon as he hit that one it was going to hit the back of the net. It's a bit annoying because it hit the post last time I played Telford as well, so I thought it was going in, and then obviously I thought that was going to be where we get 2 goals in front, but stayed at 1-0, but then luckily Marv on the counter-attack got us that 2-goal cushion, which really helped see out the win really. So yeah, hopefully next game can get on the score sheet, but yeah, not tonight.
Lastly, what was it like in the dressing room afterwards? Obviously everyone's made a point of our home form not being fantastic, but what was it like after the final whistle? Yeah,
a bit of relief I suppose to finally win at home, but I think we were just really happy that we've put on a good performance tonight, got 3 points against a good team like Telford, who probably we weren't the favourites to win tonight, especially with our home record. So I think we were buzzing, like no complaints. All the lads I think were brilliant. There wasn't one player that didn't perform tonight, so really good performance from everyone, and hopefully we can take this going forward and make this home place a fortress.